All right. So and then the next thing that we need to do. So we've got our cover. We've got a really great spine that people could read. What's next?
Well, after librarians want to hear that you understand that they have shelving needs, and then they want to understand that you know that the book has to be properly designed and packaged. The other thing you need to understand, and please keep in mind, is that librarians do not have a lot of money. Yes, their budgets are going up. Yes, their traffic is going up. We've already covered that. But gone are the days where all librarians want hardcovers. They don't have the money for hardcovers. Who's got $35 to spend on a book when they can spend 16 on it? Make sure that your book is priced appropriately. If you don't know what the appropriate price for your book is, go to a library and take a look at the retail price of the books that are just like yours on the shelf. If you're confused as to why their book is less expensive than yours, figure it out, because a librarian's job is to save money for her patrons and for her constituency. It is not her job to spend an extra $2 on your books. Make sure you sell the properly priced book to them, and you will have a partner, someone who understands that you get what she's looking for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And again, the really cool thing from their standpoint is it's you could buy one hardcover for $35 or two paperbacks for 15 a piece, right? And that does that much better for building the collection of the library and whatnot. But the key, I think, is getting in and actually doing the research to find out where or the prices of the books that the libraries are already stocking, right? So
Yes, and you can do that online. If you're in Duluth, Georgia, and you decide to spend an afternoon pitching libraries in Colorado, a lot of them have all of their books listed online. Just spend some time at your computer.
yeah, okay, cool. And if you're walking the stacks too, that you could bring your your iPhone or your Android or whatever in to actually check prices as well.
Yeah, keep in mind though, I live in a somewhat urban area in upstate New York. The price ceiling in Rochester, New York at the library market may be very, very different than what it is in San Diego. So yes, there's no substitute for putting your feet right on the floor of your local library, but keep in mind that what your library considers to be an appropriate price point or an appropriate package may not be what they consider in San Francisco to be the same thing. Know your market, pay attention, and then go for the middle ground. For a paperback book that's a women's lit or a fiction book, it's anywhere from $16 to $17. For a nonfiction how-to business book, it's anywhere from $16 to $18. Pay attention to what the market is doing, and the best way to do that is to take a look at what the big publishers are doing. If Random House decides to price a book a certain way, you can pretty much take it to the bank that they had a reason for that and that they were looking at the market before they made their pricing decision. I also
Cool.
want to remind all of you who are
Hmm.
listening and who bought this module that if your book is 98 pages and barely has a spine, you cannot compare your book to a 400-page monolith on the same topic. You have to have the page count be somewhat similar when you're coming up with your packaging and your pricing.
Cool. Good advice. Excellent. Anything else on this?
Just that you don't need to overthink it, and as much as you'd like to make your pricing decision based on how much money you will make, the pricing decision should come from what the marketplace will bear, and then before you sell your first book, you work backwards to make sure that you can make some money on every book that you price and every book you sell.
Hmm. Yeah. So that it actually comes down to knowing your numbers.
Very important.
Super important. Okay. Cool.